Hi, this is Mike. I am your tank top wearing, guitar shredding, old bastard BJJ black belt. And I want to take a few minutes to talk to you about Superman. I saw the movie, the new James Gunn movie, this past weekend, and it was amazing. It was just what I needed to see just at the right time. And I want to talk to you about why I think that's the case, how it relates to what's going on in the world today, and the message that it has for us, which I think is a very important message. So I've been a comic book fan, a superhero fan, all my life. Started as a kid with Spider-Man, became a huge Batman fan in my teenage years. Wasn't really a huge Superman fan. I mean, I grew up with the Christopher Reeve movie in 1978. I saw that in the theater with my dad when I was 6. And it was good, and I liked it. And I've seen the other iterations of Superman that have come around since. But this one really spoke to me. And I think a lot of that has to do with what's going on in the world today and my experiences living in the U.S. in the past few years. We seem to have a culture right now that in a lot of ways glorifies cruelty, glorifies selfishness, where the trolls and the edgy people get most of the attention. They're loud, they're obnoxious. Our leaders in the United States right now, in particular, are bullies. They're targeting communities that are vulnerable and blaming all of our problems on these vulnerable communities and going after these vulnerable communities, immigrants, the LGBTQ community, in particular transgender people. And I'm seeing a lot of people in the world, and also particularly in the martial arts space, the jiu-jitsu space, taking up this attitude. Now, whether these attitudes have been just amplified recently, normalized recently, or whether people are starting to glom on to this type of bullying because it's what they see a lot of other people doing. I see a lot of it. I see a lot of cruelty. I mean, for example, there's a self-defense seminar for LGBTQ people that our gym is doing, and there were some really nasty posts online about that from other people in the Michigan Jiu-Jitsu community. One person even saying that the phrase "protect trans kids" makes them want to puke, and people coming after people, including me, who stood up for LGBTQ people, and talking about how this is just a difference of opinion. It's not a difference of opinion. It's cruelty, right? It's bullying. It's picking on members of our community that are small in number and more vulnerable, especially during the current administration, to systemic bullying, right? And so what does this have to do with Superman? Well, in the movie Superman, Clark Kent, aka Superman, not only shows through his actions, but tells us directly that kindness is a superpower, right? Being kind to people, caring about other human beings who are different than you, have different experiences than you, look different from you, identify differently from you, that's a real superpower nowadays. There are a lot of people who could use to feel some community and could use to feel supported. And the world right now is not built to support those folks, but we can change that, right? We may not have superpowers. We may not be near invincible. We may not be bulletproof. We may not have super strength, super speed, super hearing, X-ray vision, but we can be kind, right? We can go against the trend of cruelty that is so pervasive in our politics and our society And we can be kind. We can be inclusive. We can care about other people. We don't have to understand everything about somebody to respect their basic humanity. I got into martial arts as a kid. It's been 39 years now that I've been training martial arts and combat sports because of bullying. Because I was bullied mercilessly through my adolescence. I had the crap beat out of me by a lot of different kids. And so I needed to feel some power. And so I started training martial arts. And as I kept training, as I got older, as I got more skilled, I realized that the real power isn't necessarily being able to beat somebody up. Anybody can do that, right? The real power is being kind to people. So that's what I took away from Superman. And I know that in the media right now, there's this talk about Superman being perceived as woke. Whatever. I don't give a shit, right? If being kind to people, if caring about other people's humanity, if trying to be a good human being, if trying to help people who are in need, who may be different than you, is woke, if Superman is woke, I want to be like Superman. And I'd suggest that you try it too. Peace out.